hidden deep within ancient forests, along the edges of snow-covered mountains, and beneath the deep blue waters of the Mediterranean Sea, are creatures slowly disappearing from the map of life. They were once powerful symbols of Europe's natural beauty, from the proud lynx of the Iberian Peninsula to the mysterious monk seal beneath the Mediterranean waves. But now, one by one, these species are facing extinction, driven by climate change, deforestation, and the ever-growing human footprint. In today's video, join us as we explore the 10 rarest animals in Europe, nature's final treasures. Crying out in silence. This is a journey not only to admire breathtaking beauty, but also to hear the urgent call of Mother Nature. It's time we stop just watching and start taking action. Let's begin. And topping the list of these rare and vanishing creatures is a legendary wildcat, the nocturnal predator of the Iberian Peninsula, where pine forests and dense thickets set the stage for a silent battle for survival. With its distinctive tufted ears, eyes blazing like fire in the night, and a beautifully spotted coat, the Iberian lynx was once the silent ruler of the forests of Spain and Portugal. However, urban development, hunting, and the disappearance of its main prey, the wild rabbit, pushed this feline to the brink of extinction in the early 2000s. At its lowest point, fewer than 100 individuals remained in the wild. Fortunately, breeding and reintroduction programs helped increase the Iberian lynx population to over 1,000 by 2024. Though significant progress has been made, the road to full recovery is still long and challenging. The Iberian lynx stands as a powerful symbol that nature can come back if we act in time. From the thickets of the Iberian Peninsula, we leave the forest and head toward the sea, where a mysterious creature, almost forgotten by humankind, continues to exist quietly amid the crashing waves. Hidden within coastal caves and shallow coral reefs, the Mediterranean monk seal is one of the oldest and rarest seal species on Earth. With fewer than 700 individuals remaining, this species is under serious threat from overfishing, ocean pollution, and the growing impact of coastal tourism. No longer resting on beaches as they once did, these seals now retreat deep into dark caves to avoid human contact. Their behavior is changing, reproduction is becoming more difficult, and genetic isolation is increasing, all alarming signs. Without bold action, the song of the monk seal may fall permanently silent in the deep blue heart of the Mediterranean. But not all creatures are fortunate enough to make a comeback. In the rugged Caucasus Mountains, hidden among shadows and rocky cliffs, a rare leopard continues to fight for survival each and every day. Known as the ghost of the Caucasus, this subspecies of the Eurasian leopard, native to the Caucasus region, is one of the last remaining big cats in Europe. Majestic in appearance and unmatched in strength, yet its wild population is estimated to be only a few dozen individuals. Poaching, deforestation, and a lack of prey have caused this leopard to vanish from much of its former habitat. Fortunately, transboundary conservation efforts in Georgia, Armenia, and Russia are working together to restore ecosystems and connect the remaining wild populations through ecological corridors. As the night withdraws from the mountaintops and the morning light rises into the sky, it reveals the highlands, where enormous wings begin to spread. An ancient symbol of Europe's skies is about to appear. Among the towering peaks of the Pyrenees and the Alps, a giant bird with a mythical appearance takes flight, the bearded vulture, also known as the lammergeier, with a wingspan reaching nearly 3 meters. This remarkable bird has a strange habit: it eats bones. It soars high, drops large bones onto rocks to shatter them, and then swallows the marrow, rich in nutrients and easy to digest. However, poisoned bait, collisions with power lines, and the loss of nesting sites have led to a serious decline in their population. Their silhouette gliding through the mountain sky is now just a memory, but European conservation programs are working hard to restore this enduring icon of the wild. But it's not only in the skies that precious signs of life echo. They also resonate beneath the water's surface, where freshwater marshes blend into the reed beds of Lake Scatter, and the faint calls of frogs ring out during the breeding season. Hidden within the coastal wetlands of Albania and Montenegro, the Albanian water frog, a highly localized and extremely rare amphibian, is quietly disappearing. This species lives in a very limited area and is increasingly threatened by water pollution, urban development, and overexploitation. Once a familiar sound of spring, its delicate croak is now rarer than ever. Saving the life of this tiny frog means preserving the fragile ecological rhythm of an entire wetland region in Europe, one that is vanishing before our eyes. As the sun rises high and the water becomes still like a mirror, a magnificent water bird with wide wings and graceful movement begins a new journey across vast wetlands. Soaring like giant sails over Lake Prespa and the Danube Delta, the Dalmatian pelican is one of the largest water birds in the world. It can grow up to 1.8 meters in length, weigh nearly 15 kilograms, and has an impressive, balloon-like throat pouch, but its massive size offers no protection against human threats. Wetlands are being drained, water sources polluted, and boat collisions have caused this species' population to plummet. Fortunately, Ramsar reserves and birdwatching stations are working to protect the last of these majestic birds. But beyond the peaceful wetlands, in the winding forests of the Apennine Mountains, echoes the lonely howl of a legendary wanderer, known as the wild soul of Italy. Amid the rolling ranges of the Apennines in Italy, the howl of the Apennine wolf still resonates through the night, a haunting call to Europe's wild past. A subspecies of the gray wolf, it is smaller, more agile, and uniquely adapted to the dense forests of central Italy. However, conflict with humans, especially farmers and livestock herders, has led to hunting, poisoning, and population isolation. Once a feared and hated figure, the Apennine wolf is gradually becoming a symbol of coexistence, showing that harmony between people and nature is possible, with understanding and protection. Flying far from the mountain forests, we arrive at the isolated islands of the Mediterranean, where a strange bird of prey appears only in summer. Like a seasonal melody of the sea and sky, while not the rarest in numbers, Eleonora's falcon is one of the most vulnerable species, because of its extremely specific habitat and breeding patterns. These falcons nest only on remote Mediterranean islands, places rarely touched by humans, and only during the summer months. That's why even the smallest changes, tourism, litter, or invasive species, can wipe out an entire generation of birds. With elegant wings and striking hunting speed, they are the aerial artists of the sky, deserving protection to preserve the rhythm of summer across Europe's coastal islands. We now follow the current back inland, where resilient salmon are swimming hundreds of kilometers to return to their birthplace, a journey driven by trust and the raw strength of nature. Once, millions of Atlantic salmon would swim upstream through rivers like the Loire and Severn each year. Now, only a few thousand make it back. Hydroelectric dams, industrial pollution, and climate change have blocked these ancient migration routes. Salmon are not just a food source, they are powerful cultural and ecological symbols of Europe's rivers. Each spawning season marks a moment of natural rebirth. To protect the salmon is to preserve the magical flow between ocean and land. And finally, we arrive in the dense forests of Eastern Europe, where a giant once thought to be extinct is making a remarkable comeback. Once declared extinct in the wild in the early 20th century, the European bison, the largest land mammal on the continent, has been brought back to life from the last remaining captive individuals. Today, more than 7,000 have been reintroduced into the Białowieża forest in Poland, as well as into parts of Romania, Germany, and the Iberian Peninsula. However, this recovery remains fragile. They require vast territories, wide ecological corridors, and acceptance from local communities. The European bison stands as a living symbol of hope. When humanity gives nature a second chance, it can return stronger than ever. From snow-covered mountains to remote islands, from ancient forests to rivers flowing into the sea, these rare creatures are not just part of nature. They are part of us. Their existence is a powerful reminder that every animal, no matter how big or small, plays a role in the delicate balance of life. We now stand at a crossroads. Either act to protect them, or watch them quietly disappear. Let's be part of the solution. Support trusted local and global conservation organizations. Choose a sustainable lifestyle, green consumption and responsible tourism. Every like and comment you leave helps contribute to the protection of these endangered species. Share this video to spread awareness and awaken a deeper love for nature in your community. And don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell to keep exploring the wild wonders of our blue planet with us. You are the last hope for nature to survive and continue telling its extraordinary story. See you in the next journey with Mr. D Wild Studio. You can support efforts through WWF, Rewilding Europe, BirdLife, Monachus Guardian,